Good morning, lovely people. I have not gotten myself together yet, so we're extra filtered today with some fake lashes. But what I wanted to share today, and I feel like I haven't been on here for like ever, but what came to mind was let me turn this off here and then turn that off there. What I wanted to share was because I'm trying to find a way how to budget my life where there's certain things where I don't have to extra overspend my money. You know what I mean? I know that everybody has a budget, right? Everybody has a budget. I have a budget. You got a budget. Everybody, or if you don't have a budget, I think you need a budget. And so I wanted to share today something that kind of popped into my head because, I realized that I have been just getting myself together with different luxuries and luxuries, I mean like having to go buy yourself a coffee out there in them streets, buy yourself some candy out there in them streets, food out there in them streets when you're not cooking at home. Like, those are luxuries. I don't know if you know that, but I think I needed to tell you that just in case you didn't know. Mind you, I love them luxuries out there in them streets. My luxuries is like noodles, eating food that I don't cook at home because you know what? Like, who wants to eat their food out there in them streets? Like, the whole point is to go out there and eat different stuff that you don't make at home, that you weren't raised with, but you're like, this is a luxury. Let's try it out. Another thing that I love to make at home, another thing I love to make at home. Anyways, back to what I was saying, luxuries. Yeah, when you have those luxuries that you're constantly spending $5, $10, like that adds up. If you're not paying attention to your bank account can be and might be to the bottom of where it needs to be because you need to have a bracket of where you feel like you need to have your money at. Like, there needs to be a number, a digit that you put in your mind so that way you can have that. And when you're like, oh shit, this is kind of low, let me not spend. So yes. So back to the thought process that I was going to share. So this is why lots and many times I make coffee at home. I buy all the extra things to make it like spriffy. I'll put whipped cream, cinnamon to razzle and dazzle and make it like what dreams are made of. But what popped into my head right now was, okay, these are luxuries, but you have to realize that even your home stuff is a luxury. And you cooking at home, eating the foods, like, I think our mindset needs to change that actually home cooked food is actually delicious. And yes, it might take a lot of effort to put it together. But if you prep either a day before or the morning before, then it's not so heavy. And you still get to eat delicious. I'm over here moving my hands and you can't even see it. But it makes it so delicious. So it's like, why do I feel that way when I'm making stuff for myself? I mean, I'm happy when I'm making food for my family and they enjoy it. And mostly when they enjoy it, because when they don't, I'm just like, all that effort I put into it. That's why I don't cook when I don't have the efforts. We make some simple meals, okay? Simple, simple. So I'm saying take the opportunity to appreciate what you cook, what you make with your hands, what you chop and wash and rinse and steam or boil or make, because those is luxuries. And then having extra utensil thingies like pressure cookers, rice steamers, rice steamers, steamed rice makers. I mean, I'm saying, like, there's so many options out there now that we use that are so much a luxury. Like, I'm gonna share a little something right here. Like, my husband came from Nicaragua. And so Nicaragua, where he's from, the pueblo that's he's from, the town, they still cook with wood. Not to say that they don't have the luxury to buy gas, But some people don't have that luxury, so that's why they cook with wood. And the wood also too, it's an acquired flavor, I guess. Smoked food. It's a different flavor, so it's something that you miss. But I would think he misses because it was something that he had, right? So I often think like those are luxuries. Like we don't have to, like the gas is coming literally under the ground through pipes here where I'm living in the States. Like there's a lot of luxuries. Even where I live here in California, there's like so many food options that it's like there's other places who have never even tasted close to the food that we've had. We're a melting pot over here where we got so many delicious flavors that you're like, where you come from? I want some of that. This is why when we eat out, it's the luxury, but their luxuries are delicious. It's just sharing those luxuries with it. This is why I wanted to make a restaurant at one time. Like sharing your home food. Who don't want to eat home food? You actually feel more love, more comfort when you're eating home food. So, yeah. Start taking appreciation in the stuff that you make. Start taking appreciation in the little things that you have. And even those little things are really magical because somebody had to think it up to make your life easy. Because you could have just been carrying the wood on your head. You don't have to carry a wood on your head anymore. We got charcoal. What we got? We do have like little wood. What do they call those? Mystique. But I'm just saying. I know I'm veering off the conversation, but I'm sharing here. It's luxuries. And now in these hard times that are coming about, which I don't even know. Like we really need to think about it. I honestly feel like in a minute we're just going to have to like all live in one house and be okay with it. All of us invading our space. We've been used to having solitude, comfort in our own little bubble. But because the economy is just so not so great, that everything is going up. Did you see that eggs were $40? What? Never did I think eggs would be $40. But you know what? It doesn't surprise me. Okay, let me tell you why it doesn't surprise me. And I know this is a big old like conversation, random, all the things. So back in the day, like people would use the scraps of the cow or, and I don't want to say too much chicken, but pork or whatever, to make their special stews and soups and deliciousness because, that's what it was. And I remember once upon a time, my mama would go and buy oxtails or cola de res, right, to make some caldo. And what happened? Now, oxtail, cola de res is like $20 probably. I haven't even looked because I don't buy those because I'm like, it's too expensive. I don't even want to, I'll be like, looking the other way. I'd rather buy some other kind of meat. So life is just that much more better. I got like a little burpee coming up. So the person who has gotten us hooked on all these supply things, which, don't get me wrong, mass production, transport, all those things are needed. But a lot of us people are used to having that type of catering service, that option that we are able to get food from different places shipped to our homes or shipped to their stores where we can go pick it up. Like back in the day, we used to have to like grow that stuff ourselves, and whatever we could grow is all we could eat, and whatever kind of animals we had was what we were gonna eat. So, you see what I mean? I guess just a little bit in the little things that got you or got me a little out the box of like taking appreciation, really wanting to conserve the dollar of what I'm spending my money on. And is it worth me spending my money on? And don't get me wrong, soy mexicana. And that means to me, like, we know how to make everything happen with anything. Make magic out of nothing. If all we have is frijoles, we're having some bean soup. If all we have is rice, we eating rice. But we're putting some flavor in it. We're about to get some chile somewhere and make it, doctor it up, make it the best soup you ever had in your life, and sell it, and people will buy. I'm just saying how people get their ideas, make their stuff, and that's how people are like, oh, I want to taste your food. I want to taste your food. This is why everybody shares their style of cooking, so that way they can inspire or sell to other people to make money one way or another. Anyways, okay, that was my rant for the day. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm going to actually be making caldo de res, so I'll be sharing that soon. Hopefully you can stay posted. It's been a minute since I've been on here, and then you're going to see a new kitchen. I moved. I got a new kitchen. And it's pretty. It's the best ever. And I've been so nervous because I haven't had any time or space to myself in the kitchen, because I feel weird sometimes when I'm recording and there's people there, even my own kids. I'm like, so just wanted to share that. Okay, love you. Talk to you later. Bye. I hope you understood my rant. My rant basically meant like, it's time to save money. It's time to make stuff at home. It's time to be your own magical inspiration who makes things at home that you see out on them streets, and try to create those meals for yourself. Because if you can't afford it, if it's leaving you in a deficit to have to eat another day, or leaving you where you're like, this is all I have, it's definitely time to budget, figure out where you're going to shop, figure out where your money's going to get spent, and even start couponing and or looking at all the sales. I remember that was my life at one point. We're only buying stuff that's on sale. Anything else is not, it's not even an option. We'll make magic happen, man. Make magic happen. And just wanted to say that. Okay. All right. Talk to you later. Love you. Bye. Look out for my soups. Come soon.